Very good morning, dear students. Yesterday we have started the lesson Eri, and we have discussed the novel about the novel writer and how the Eri novel starts with a story, and the first tale where a man who is walking in the darkness is helped by Eri by some magic tricks, and the man was feared that who is this man? He disappeared suddenly. So who is this man? He didn't have slept that night. Next day he went to this Anjampedia and narrated the story to the owner of the tea shop. So Madhavan Nair, that is the owner of the tea shop, yes, it is Eri. Sure, he is Eri. So in this story you can see that Eri is represented as a man having some power, magic power, and his posture is described as he is sitting as Buddha. So we see that in this story Eri is represented as a mysterious figure and who has some magical powers. So the narrator of this novel is the writer himself. So writer asks, as a researcher, how can I recover the history of Eri from stories? They ഇപ്പോൾ കേട്ട സ്റ്റോറി ശരിക്കും ബിലീവർ ആണോ? I have already suggested that the author will write everything he wants. It is up to the reader to believe or not. So even the author is questioning himself. How can I recover? ഇതെങ്ങനെ കണ്ടെത്താൻ പറ്റും എറിയുടെ ഹിസ്റ്ററി? ഇങ്ങനത്തെ എങ്ങനെ ചെറിയ ചെറിയ സ്റ്റോറീസിൽ നിന്നൊക്കെ എങ്ങനെയാണ് എറിയുടെ ഹിസ്റ്ററി പുറത്തേക്കെടുക്കാം? ഓർ വർ ദോസ് സ്റ്റോറീസ് ദെംസെൽസ് ഹിസ്റ്ററി? ആർ സ്റ്റോറീസ് തന്നെ ഒരു ഹിസ്റ്ററി ആണോ? സ്റ്റോറി ഹിസ്റ്ററി മാറ്റമുണ്ട്. ഹിസ്റ്ററി ഈസ് എ ഒതൻറ്റിക് വൺ. സ്റ്റോറി വി കനോട്ട് ബിലീവ് ഇറ്റ്. there may be facts, sometimes there may be some illusionary things, and we cannot and this researcher is full of confusion. How can he want to write a history about this character Eri, and the writer has only one document that has and that was a folder of palm leaves. You have only a set of palm leaves. Palm leaves means താലിയോളകൾ. A set of songs sung by Thayyan Parayan about Eri. So in this Taliyola there is set of songs and it is sung by Thayyan Parayan about Eri. It was found from the collection of 80-year-old Pandit Ramapanikar. Where this researcher got this collection? It's from Pandit Ramapanikar, who is 80 years old, and he is preserving. അതിന് അയാൾ സൂക്ഷിക്കുന്നത് എരിയുടെ ഒരു ജീവിത കഥയായിട്ടല്ല. ഹി ഡോണ്ട് നോ വാട്ട് ആക്ച്വലി ഹി ഈസ് ഹാവിങ്. ഈ രാമപണിക്കർ എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ആളെടുത്ത് ശരിക്കും ഏതാണ് വർക്ക് എന്ന് പോലും അറിയില്ല. ഹി ഹാസ് ദ വർക്ക് ആൻഡ് ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് മിസ്റ്റേക്കൻ ആസ് ആധ്യാത്മ രാമായണം. സോ ദിസ് മാൻ തിങ്സ് ദാറ്റ് ദിസ് താലിയോല ഈസ് അബൌട്ട് ആധ്യാത്മ രാമായണം. It was only today that I took a decision to liberate from the palm leaf folder. So the researcher says that it was from that day he took a decision, a strong decision, that he want to free. Liberate means he want to set free Eri from the palm leaf folder. ഈ palm leaf ഫോൾഡറിൽ നിന്ന് കുറച്ചുകൂടി എറിയെ എല്ലാവർക്കും അറിയുന്ന രീതിയിലേക്കാക്കാൻ he took a strong decision. The first palm leaf read, "The palm leaf on Eri, sung by Thayyan." So I told you that there is a palm leaves. It was collected from Ramapanikar, some 80-year-old man, and in this palm leaf there is on the first palm leaf It is the palm leaf on Eri sung by Thayyan. It was written like that. So the author next narrates that how he got this palm leaves. അയാളെ കയ്യിൽ എങ്ങനെയാണ് ഈ താലിയോലകൾ എത്തിച്ചേർന്നത് എന്നാണ് അടുത്ത വരികളിലൂടെ നമുക്ക് മനസ്സിലാക്കുന്നത്. Whenever the temple committee met in the compound, Ramapanikar would often talk about how his home library had a good collection of books. So, whenever the temple committee, ഈ ടെമ്പിൾ കമ്മിറ്റി ഒരു കോമ്പൗണ്ടിൽ എപ്പോഴും ഇങ്ങനെ അമ്പല കമ്മിറ്റിക്കാർ ഇങ്ങനെ യോഗം ചേരും, എന്തൊക്കെ നടത്തണം എങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ എന്നുള്ളത്. അപ്പോഴൊക്കെ ഈ രാമപണിക്കർ, യു നോ ദാറ്റ് ഫ്രം ഹിം ഹി ഗോട്ട് ദിസ് താലിയോള, ദ narrator. So Ramapanikar എപ്പോൾ ബൂസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്യും, he will boost himself that in his house he had a good library collection, he has a good collection of books. In such occasion, the narrator decided to check it out. അയാൾക്കൊന്ന് വെറുതെ ചെക്ക് ചെയ്യണമെന്ന് ഒന്ന് തോന്നി, whether he was telling truth or false. I realized that when fortune comes, not even temple committees could block it. So here the narrator says sarcastically that if you have fortune means bargain. If you have fortune, even the temple committees could not block it. Temple അമ്പല കമ്മിറ്റിക്കാർക്ക് പോലും അതിനെ ബ്ലോക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റൂല. ഭാഗ്യം വരുന്നത് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ, നിങ്ങൾ തലവേരയിലുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ കമ്മിറ്റിക്കാർ ഒന്നും ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റൂല. The library that Panikar claimed was an impressive one had only 4 palm leaf copies of Adhyatma Ramayana, a Bhagavatam and a copy of Krishna Gada. So the narrator goes to this man's house to check the library, but here narrative says ironically that the library is very impressive and it had only 4 palm leaf copies. There is he just boasts about his library, but there is no such a big collection of books. There are only 4 palm leaf copies of Adhyatma Ramayana, Bhagavatam and a copy of Krishna Gada. Only these were the collection of this old man. Along with those there was a palm leaf, and it is a document on Eri written by someone. It is anonymous because the writer is unknown. And here the narrator uses irony in order to comment on the Ramapanikar's library. He has glorified that he has a big library, but when he goes to check, there are only 4 books, and it includes Adhyatma Ramayana, Bhagavatam and a copy of Krishna Gada, and the 4th one is the palm leaf document on Eri, written by someone. As the writer is not known, the book is called anonymous writer, and it is written in Vattetu means ancient Malayalam script. So when the narrator saw this document on Eri, it drew his curiosity. He is very curious to know what is it inside. അയാൾക്ക് നിർത്താൻ തോന്നി, പെട്ടെന്ന് തന്നെ അയാൾക്ക് അതിലുള്ളത് എന്താണെന്ന് വായിക്കാനുള്ള ആതൃതയാണ്. And the narrator took it out, and you know that it is a old one, no one touches it. A lot of dust is on the palm leaves, so he removed the dust, and the narrator's eyes got stuck on this phrase. What is that? The palm leaf on Eri written by Thayyan. Narrator screamed out in happiness or sheer surprise. He don't know whether it is happiness or a mere surprise. He did not know. He screams out. So you know that writer is very ambitious to know the history of Eri, and in a luck, or he says that it is a fortune, he gets a document about Eri. So the writer is very, you know that when you want to have something and you get it in a mere coincidence, what is the state of your mind? You will be very, very happy. In the same way, The author is also very happy that he got this document, and he asked the old man, "What is this? And where did you get from this? Where did you get this from?" And this Ram Panikar cannot understand the meaning of this narrator's elation. Elation means great happiness, and actually this Ram Panikar is not at all interested in this reading books. He just collected the books and boasted that he had a big library. He only wants that glory of the library. And this Ram Panikar, when the narrator asks about the where did you get, Ram Panikar took this Taliola from the hand of narrator, and even without looking at, glancing means not looking at it, he says that he got from some Arikulangara Ambalam very long back, and from that temple he got it reached, means this document reached to my hands, and he thinks that it is Ramayana. So this Ram Panikar thinks that until now he it is a Ramayana and not the document on Eri. So you know that these many years he had this book and he did not even look at the book. He just interested in piling up the books, not at all reading at the books. And here the narrator is very happy, and he is asking the man, is it okay if I return this after? And he wants the book to go through he wants to read those lines that are written on Eri. So he asked that can I take it for some time to go through this book? And these words shows that he was a researcher of history, and I felt history was throbbing from its pages. Throbbing means beating strongly as heart. Jeevan tudikkunnu. So in these pages, writer felt that history is throbbing. Means അവിടെ താലിയോലകളിടയിൽ ജീവൻ നിലനിൽപ്പുണ്ടോന്ന് ഒരു തോന്നൽ. What must have Tayyan sung about Eri? So these are the questions. He did not started to read this Taliola, but he is thinking, what must have this Tayyan sung about? ഈ എറിനെ കുറിച്ച് എന്തൊക്കെയായിരിക്കും പാടിയിട്ടുണ്ടാവുക? And he started slowly to turn pages. When he is starting to turn pages, his hands are trembling. His hands. Here completes the first part of the novel. First, the character of Eri was introduced through a story, a fictitious story, and it was narrated by some Chalian Raman and his night journey, and it is somewhat a horror type narration where Eri is shown as a fictitious character having some magical powers. And the next time this narrator is trying to get some proof, some documents on Eri, so that he can bring out the life of Eri in light. And his life is in the darkness, his history is in the darkness. So writer is throbbing in the searching in the darkness to find this character, this Eri's character. So in the second part, let's discuss second part. As a subaltern linguist, subaltern means I already said lower caste or Dalit caste, and here the author is a subaltern linguist. Linguist means those who studies about the language. Here the author studies about this Dalit language. Narrator start analyzing. He start analyzing the impression that the legend of Eri made in me. So he starts to analyze how this Eri had made impression on me. How this legend Eri എൻ്റെ മനസ്സിൽ ഇത്രയും വലിയ ഇംപ്രഷൻ എങ്ങനെ ഉണ്ടാക്കി. Eri was the contemporary of my father's father. So Eri is the contemporary of the narrator's father's father, that is grandfather. Father had seen Eri, so probably father can see Eri. Although a Parayan, Eri always appeared clean, wearing white. There would be a Rudraksha chain round his neck. He lived in a clean, mud plastered hut on the slope of the hill above Kandam. This is Rudraksha Che. These are mud plastered huts. Here the plastering is not done by cement but by mud. These are the mud plastered hut. Here Eri was described in the terms of a higher caste people. There is no, we cannot see any Dalits perspective or the subaltern's perspective. Here the image given by the father of narrator is very clean. As far as the researcher was concerned, his father's narrator's father's description exposed the narrator to the core of Kerala's Renaissance. Father's description actually creates confusion or doubtful in the narrator's mind. He thinks that father is attributing this higher caste mentality to this Eri, because the white dress indicated in the father's words indicates the mainstream of sense of purity. Means mainstream means upper class sense of purity. In those days, only upper class wear white dress, pure white dress, clean and pure white dress, and the lower caste were not at all allowed to wear these clean white clothes. Instead, they want to decolor this white and പെരങ്ങി മങ്ങിയ കളറാക്കി വേറെ ഏതെങ്കിലും ചായം പൂശിയിട്ടാണ് അവർ വൈറ്റ് കളർ ഇട്ടിരുന്നത്. അല്ലാതെ അവർക്ക് വൈറ്റ് കളർ ഇടാൻ പാടില്ല ആ കാലഘട്ടത്തിൽ. So narrator expresses the doubts that were arising in his mind. He thinks that whether the self-respect is attributed to Eri and it was propagated, the self-respect attributed to Eri. Attribute means chumatappaduga, assign. The self-respect attributed to Eri is propagated by Pokil Appachan and Ayangali. So whether father is trying to propagate their attributions, their propagations. Propagate means spreading message. Okay. In my father's words, Eri was a wise man. He knew Sanskrit. So here the narrator is again doubtful. Once again, narrator calculated the period in which Eri lived. So he goes back to 100 years back to reach his grandfather, that father's father. He turned back to the history of early 20th century North Kerala, the curiosity of a researcher interested in the evolution of language. So when the father says that Eri knows Sanskrit, the researcher, he is the researcher, so he goes back to the years 100 years back to reach his father's father time period, and he turns to the history of early 20th century, that is in the North Kerala means Malabar area, Kannur, Kasaragod. So he is curious to know that how the evolution of language happened in this time period and in this area, which is the area North Kerala, and the time period is early 20th century. So even though he is getting so many documents about Eri, writer is full of doubts, and he wants the real perspective of the Dalits, not of a higher caste. It's clear, okay. And we want to know after researching writer എവിടെ വരെ എത്തി, ആൻഡ് ഫാദർ പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ അയാൾക്ക് സാൻസ്ക്രിറ്റ് എങ്ങനെ അറിയാം, how he researched about this. All this we can discuss in the next class. So I hope you have understood. It's very important that it is very difficult to understand, so we can, if you have any doubts, you can ask me surely. Thank you, children.